What?
Was just looking at some of like the stories.
Oh my god, yeah, they're juicy.
Minor intermission.
Should be edited out, don't you worry.
There'll just be like a shot of like Liv's juicy pants.
That could be the thumbnail.
Alright. Hello.
Hello everyone. Welcome back. It's been a very long time. It's been like 6 months.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
So we filmed a few episodes like 4 months ago and just didn't post them. There was a whole kerfuffle, but we've recorded them and they're ready to go. This one we just kind of wanted to get out because it's a little Valentine's Day special.
Nice.
Our gift to you.
Yes.
No one wanted.
Yes. Yeah, the little gift that nobody wanted. So we thought that we would run through some horror dating stories.
Yeah.
Not ours. We may end up there.
It may come full circle.
It may, yes.
So yeah, it was Valentine's Day last night, and we were like, yeah, let's film a little
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day special.
Yeah, we also went to see our friend perform last night.
Yeah.
And
which was amazing.
That for Valentine's Day, and then we went out on the town.
Yeah, the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did a burlesque show, and it was fucking incredible. She looked amazing, stunning, beautiful. Everyone did amazing. Chanel.
Show-stopping,
amazing, beautiful. So now we're thinking, let's do it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little burlesque dance routine. So yeah, that could be in the pipeline. If it is, we're not posting it.
Yeah. For obvious reasons.
Sorry. Generous, but not that generous.
Yeah.
Subplot episode is all you'll get from us every 4 months.
Yeah. Don't expect much of us, alright?
Yeah. We're setting the bar low.
Yeah.
But
please keep it there.
Yes. But yeah, we've got 3 episodes lined up. So yeah, that's gonna be coming out every week after this one.
Yeah. Alright. Shall we get into it?
Maybe every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks?
I think every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
This is a discussion that should be off the podcast, but we are not professional. So every 2 weeks. Give us some grace. 1 week is crazy. Really.
Yeah.
Underestimated.
We have jobs, guys.
Overestimated.
Alright. So we are going to jump in and out of dates, things, diabolical things that guys have just said in general. And also relationship stories. Yeah. And then if we have time, you may be lucky enough to witness me and my Hinge experience. So
stay tuned for that.
You never know that.
Yeah, we're gonna go through Olivia's Hinge account, try to find some voice memos.
Yeah, I love the voice memo ones, and they're rarely ever the ones that I'm interested in because I guess they're just trying to make themselves more interesting. But
Sorry to the boys in Brisbane in advance.
Yeah, I've noticed that there's way more attractive dudes in the Gold Coast, and I'm just not willing to make that commitment.
I am not a fan of guys in the Gold Coast though, because I feel like they're all on steroids or they hate women and their bodies are too muscular, and it scares me.
I've met guys like that in Brisbane. I've met quite a few.
True.
I don't think that men in Brisbane are any better, babe. These are Australian men we're talking about.
We're gonna get cancelled for that one.
Yeah. We don't mean it about all men. We're
just Australian men.
We were having a discussion with a lady who is from Colombia.
Yeah. And
there was a big... She said it was a culture shock for her when she came here on how men approach dating. Wasn't that there was anything wrong with them.
Mm-hmm.
It was just how they approach dating and how they approach women, which is very different from what she's used to. So talking about that was really interesting.
Yeah.
And having that discussion on Valentine's Day was also very interesting.
Oh, and we both actually... So last night we went out after our friend's burlesque show, and we went to the regatta, just doxing.
Yeah.
Just doxing us. And...
name dropping.
And yeah, and unexpectedly, we both met guys that were best friends, and we're best friends. It was very symbiotic. And yeah, maybe we have dates lined up with them. And they're very lovely, very nice.
Nice group of boys.
Yeah.
They were there with their friends. I don't know if there was any particular reason, but they seemed nice.
Yeah.
The guy that I was talking to was quite intoxicated though, but he was very nice. He was just apparently, according to the guy you were talking to and the rest of the group, very, very big lightweight.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
you can't win it all.
I don't know. He's gonna have to keep up because I'm not a lightweight. Not a lightweight.
Heavyweight champ. Sorry.
Yeah, I have many years of experience on my belt. Just kidding. I'm not an alcoholic. We're not alcoholics. Hi, my name is Olivia, and I'm an alcoholic. Hi, Olivia.
Hi, Olivia. So love could potentially be in the air.
Yeah.
Terrified.
Ew.
Terrified.
Yeah. We don't want that. Get it out.
It's at this point where it's like,
where's the morphine? Just kidding. We love
if you're watching this, please don't hurt me. I can't take another one. I'm begging on my hands and knees.
Yeah. We don't need any more toxicity than we've
I don't need any more character development.
Yeah.
I don't need anything else for the plot.
We're done. We need healing is what we need. Okay? So yeah. Anyway. So
we're gonna read some Reddit stories.
Okay. These first few ones are probably gonna be stuff that is, I suppose you could say, diabolical things that men have said in general or on a first date.
Oh, I should preface as to why we're relying so heavily on Reddit today is that we're very hungover.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so we can't do like proper dialogue. But we can do reading and reacting very well.
Yes. There will be probably some dialogue because I know us and we go off on tangents.
Go on whispers.
Yeah. Alright. So this is insane. Mid-date, so this is a first date. He placed his hand on my stomach and said, "My son will grow here." Sorry, no. I wanted
Also, like, why do I don't hate it? Even though it's a very red flag, but
girl,
I like them obsessed.
I don't want them that obsessed on a first date.
Okay, actually, I forgot first date.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like, second's fine,
This
but...
person said, "Can I cut you and drink it?"
Drink it?
Mm-hmm.
My friend, told me that he had sex with a girl, and she, like, without asking him, she was, like, on top. Sorry, mom and dad, if you're listening. Wasn't me. And she started, like, cutting herself on him and, like, flicking him with blood. And then she told him that she was doing a blood ritual, to, like, bond him to her. And it was a full moon. So, and he met her on Tinder. So it was like she just wanted someone to complete this. And I thought he was full of shit because he's quite a big liar. But we're not friends anymore, starting to say. But, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But hats off to her, you know? She had a plan and she executed and she gave it a go.
She committed to the bit.
But yeah, don't do that, guys. Don't do that, kids.
Making notes for later. Okay, this one. Went out with a girl one night, and after dinner she drove me into the mountains. I was new to the area. And after a while, when there were no more lights, she started talking about serial killers. I still remember her saying, "I used to think about getting away with stuff like that sometimes." Insane. Absolutely insane. Also, like, if a guy did that, everyone would be like, what a creep.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's not enough, like, angry people about this one.
I used to think about getting away with stuff like that is really creepy. Like, I sort of understand in a sense of, like, sometimes I think, like, how did certain serial killers get away with stuff? Or, I'm treading very carefully here because I am not a serial killer, I'm not going to murder anyone, but I do think, like, if I had to kill someone, like, they're trying to kill me or something, and like I had to bury her body. Like, how would I do it? Like, how would I? Okay, I'm like this was me in the story, everyone. I'm like,
It could have been you because you don't have a license.
Why I got that drive-by? I was like, not did you, bitch.
Yeah, I can't talk. Neither of us have our licenses, so.
Yeah.
Alright. Stop. Okay. Went on a Tinder date to the movies when I was 18. He picked me up in his truck and played terrible, loud, depressing music.
Me?
Yeah.
If I know, it's
Just listening to like
Alice in Chains.
Jeff
push
Flake.
back. Oh yeah.
Yeah. In the theatre, he was on his phone swiping on Tinder the whole time, then leaned over and told me that I was lucky to be out with him because all these other girls wanted to be with him. Yikes.
That's like what narcissists do.
Mm-hmm.
They like consistently will be like, I could be getting with this girl.
My ex was like that, and he definitely couldn't be getting with that girl because no one wanted him, trust me, but he definitely loved to try and remind me of that all the time. But, you know, we live and we learn. This person said that a date of hers said, I invited my ex to join us for lunch. Yeah, no, thank you.
Okay, I have a first date horror story actually. So I went on a date with this guy, and first of all, he kept saying type shit for the entire time that we were there, just type shit, type shit, type shit. And he was like,
Is he like 19?
well, he's 23, I'm 28, so that's my bad. Normally I don't date guys that young, so that is my bad. But yeah, I didn't know what to do the whole time. I was like, type shit, like, it was bad. And anyway, and then he told me like 4 stories about his like ex-girlfriend. And then at one point I literally looked him in his face and I was like, I think that's your wife. And he was like, what? And I was like, I think you should be dating her. Like, I think you should go get her and that's your wife.
That's so funny. I love that. He wanted to go for a walk at the park with me at 4 a.m. So when I said no, he said, don't worry, I won't you. And gave me a twisted smile.
See, I wouldn't have been worried until you said that. And now I'm worried.
And now I am worried. Maybe I just didn't want to go for a walk at 4 a.m., okay? Maybe I just didn't want to go for a walk, period. Like, who wants to go for a walk?
Yeah.
Not me. Too much effort. But yeah. Why do people do that? They're like, don't worry, I won't. I'm like, okay, now I'm worried that you will.
Yeah.
Why was it the first thing that you thought of?
But also, I kind of feel like I do that as well. Like, I'm always trying to, like, clarify things. Because I get in my head, I think it's just chronic OCD and anxiety. Yeah. But I'm always like, oh, like, what if they think this? And, like, what if they think that?
But that is a wild thing.
Who's that?
One moment.
Someone's here.
Un momento.
Someone's here. Who's that?
Okay. We had to change it up a little bit. Anyway. Wow. Okay, this dude. Not what he said, but what he did. He stole my keys while I was out of the room and took off in the night. We had an hours-long standoff where he wouldn't answer my calls or texts begging him to return them. I stood by his truck that was parked a few blocks away, making sure that he didn't leave with them. Eventually, he dropped them off in my car, and I got a ride home from the cops. Honestly, one of the scariest episodes of my life. I mean, fair enough. That's...
Yeah, why would he take her keys? It's like, what was he hoping to achieve if she's already in her house and he's taken her keys?
Like, where was he going?
We can't figure this out. We're too hungover. Also, for context,
We're too hung.
Yeah, I'm hung.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just...
Right about now, which I was hungover. I'm severely hungover. We went to film at like 9 a.m. It's 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's fine.
We've been dying.
Actually, I think it's kind of fine.
Actually, I think it's kind of fun. A little princess.
Okay, this is a story, okay? A girl came up to me from behind while I was wearing a jacket and told me she liked my shirt. She seemed nice enough, just nervous, and honestly, she was good looking, so I brushed her off.
Man.
Fair. At the end of the day, we exchanged numbers and got to talking. Later, 30 minutes later, we were texting and she asked me to be her boyfriend. I'm like, sure, totally, but then it got real bad. She starts sending me videos of her singing. She was not a good singer. After each video, she'd ask me, do you think I'm cute? Do you like it? Etc. I sort of awkwardly just passively nodded along and hoped to chalk it up to nerves. Then with the video, she started to ask me, do you love me? Multiple times. It was getting bad, so I decided to jump ship and break off the relationship that I'd only just started less than an hour ago. She took it semi-decently. The next day I found out she'd been bouncing around trying to date really any guy who would reciprocate. After her craziness got around enough, no one would, so she moved away and jumped in front of a car. She didn't die though, she's just crazy. Oh my god. She needs to be institutionalized.
Jumped in front of a car.
Yeah, man.
I saw a girl do that once and it was very scary. She didn't get hit.
That's insane. You know what I've always thought about, because I know a friend of mine used to, her husband was a train driver, and apparently the amount of times that like people attempt like suicide attempts in front of trains is like more than you think. Not a huge amount, but more than you think. And it like, if anything does happen to the people and they can't stop, because like trains are really hard to stop, that person has to live with that for the rest of their life, and it's like not their fault, but they feel that it is.
Yeah.
It really sucks.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
No, but in all seriousness, that is very terrible. What?
Okay, next story. This is so wild. Like, who raised this person? First date. Walking around the Philadelphia Museum of Art at night. My date, female, stops, pulls down pants, and proceeds to urinate in the middle of the public park path, all while maintaining eye contact and continuing to engage in a conversation with me. I felt bad for the joggers running in the direction we came from.
So she was peeing in a park and just maintaining eye contact with him. That's crazy. On her first date, and she didn't even ask, she just put her pants down.
But also, like, why are you doing that in public in general? Like,
well, I heard that's a thing in America. Apparently, people just drop trout and they just not drop trout things, but they just pee everywhere.
what is going on in America?
And I've always said that. What is going on in America?
Guys, don't you have public toilets in places?
I love how we said guys, like someone from the States is watching this. We got Asta following.
Yeah.
We haven't posted in 6 months, but
we've somehow managed to get new followers.
Well, bad.
Yeah.
So think about it.
It's worldwide.
My teacher told me I'd never amount to anything, and here I am on a podcast with 5 listeners, so cop that. Cop that, Mr. V, and you know who you are. My year 5 teacher, fucking V.
I liked most of my teachers.
Not to be confused with Mr. D. I had a Mr. D in year 7 and in high school, and I loved them both, but Mr. V. Oh.
Screw you, Mr. B.
Yeah, it's a message for you.
Okay. Matched with a woman online who had a kid. This particular weekend, kid was going to be with the dad. She asked me to come over, hang out. She mentioned she wanted to smoke, so I brought a J, came over, and her house was decent. She had a big sectional couch, and she sat right next to me. Fired up the J, passed it to her, and she hits it a few times and gives it back. I hit it as well and offer it to her, and she says no thanks. Okay, no biggie, I'll put it out. She gets up after a minute and goes into the other room. When she comes back, she's sitting on the other side of the couch and not talking at all. It was then that I noticed that she had something in her hand and she has a death grip on it. I'm talking like white knuckles. I ask her if she is okay, and she says the voices in my head are telling me to stab you. And at this point, I noticed that what she's holding is a pencil. I made some kind of awkward laugh, then asked to use her bathroom, got up and saw that the garage door was open. Didn't even hesitate, right out the garage. Fair.
Yeah.
Valid. That's insane. I'm assuming the THC did something to her.
Yeah.
But like...
That's me when I'm high, I'm sorry. I can't smoke weed. I'll have a psychosis episode and ruin the vibe for everyone.
Oh my god. God damn. This is why people just drink alcohol, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, you would be terrified.
Yeah, it would be so scary.
I'm trying to think if I've ever had anything like that. I don't think so. Well, you've just confirmed your experience. So
Not to that level. But yeah, I don't know, like, probably like 4 out of 5 times that I smoked weed, I used to have like the worst time ever. And then the one time I had the best time ever. So then, like, I don't smoke it that often because of the 4 out of 5, but kind of reminds me of like that one person that you meet at a party and like you've met them a few times because maybe they're like a mutual friend of a mutual friend of a mutual friend, and like you have one good time with them and the next 4 times bad. But you're like, I just want to get back to that one time. Like, maybe it would be like that one time if I approach them again.
Fair.
And it never is. It never is.
I just realized how like long my hands look when I do that.
You have really nice hands.
I've got like alien fingers. Oh, you know what that looks like? You remember that Pan Labyrinth movie?
Mm-mm.
When he's like got the eyes on his hands.
No.
Okay.
We're eating pizza after this. I'm very excited.
This guy.
Show the camera.
That's me.
What I see when I'm high.
Yeah, it's just me in the corner, like trying to freak her out.
And it's so embarrassing because like everyone else is like just chill and they're like, I'm having such a good time right now, and I'm like shaking in the corner like they're coming.
Oh my god.
But it's like all internal. Like on the outside I'm just like this. I'm like, yeah, I'm just straight up chilling. I've actually never been more chill in my life, guys. So that's actually crazy. You guys are wigging out. You guys are actually being crazy right now.
Alright. I haven't dated much, but one guy didn't know the language Swedish very well, and insisted we didn't. Well, I'm assuming this person is Swedish.
I thought that was the full stop. I haven't dated much, but this guy didn't know Swedish, and I'm fucking
like, you know what? If you don't know how to speak Swedish, then you need to go.
You need to get out of here.
If you can't sit down and learn a new language, then we can't be together.
Girls just want one thing, and it's disgusting. It's a man that can speak Swedish.
Oh, we're so dumb sometimes. Anyway, didn't know my language very well and insisted we didn't talk English, which we both knew well. There were so many attempts at humour that went right over all of our heads, so immensely awkward. Okay, that's not too bad. Like, it could be worse. This could be interesting. This also has mention of Valentine's Day, so... 9 years ago, I was dating a guy who informed me that he had 3 traffic citations that he never paid due to financial trouble, and so they had gone into warrant status. God damn. At the time, I worked in the legal field, so to be a nice person, I went to court, spoke to the judge, got them taken out of warrant status, and pled down to parking citations, and paid the $15 fees for each of them. I saved this guy a total of well over $2,000 and several points off his driving record in a matter of minutes. What a good person. Some may say I shouldn't have, and looking back I tend to agree, but I'm just the kind of person that will always help anyone when I can.
Yeah, I think that's nice. I'd do the same if I was in that position.
Yeah. Like, if you really like the person, right?
Well, even if someone just came up to me on the street, like, fuck the government.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The following week was Valentine's Day. We're gonna get cancelled because of that now. The FBI is gonna be like, send in the drones. We have no idea what we're talking about, clearly. We don't know what they do.
We don't know what they do.
We don't know anything, guys.
We don't know anything, guys.
Don't come for us.
And everyone's talking about it. We don't know anything. We actually, okay, one thing I have to clear the air on, we actually give up every single episode that we're very dumb, but actually extremely intelligent.
Yeah.
Something about the two of us that are sitting in this room, we just go goo goo gaga, because we think it's funny and it's for your entertainment.
Yeah.
So you know what, that's, if we have to be dumb, then so be it.
Just be thankful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're degrading ourselves, humiliating ourselves, and debasing ourselves on the
For you. Purely for your views.
I kind of scared myself a little bit at the end when I did that.
Poos.
For your poos.
For your poos.
Right, we're very intelligent.
Guys. Guys, we really want you, as fans, to send in your store samples. We've set up a P.O. box located in...
Send it to us underneath bagging.
Anyway, there's more to the story.
I thought you were talking about the still schools. I'm like, yeah, it's classified. So
Yeah.
stop right now.
Listen in next episode for more information.
Send us your still and don't make it weird. Just don't make it
It's
weird.
already weird. The following...
Probably
Right.
nothing.
The following week was Valentine's Day. We had plans for him to come over to my house for a nice home-cooked meal. I spent all day getting dolled up, hair, nails, makeup, a nice new dress, lingerie, the works. Yeah, we've all been there.
Yep.
I'd just put the food on the stove and the candles lit when he called and said he wouldn't be over. Confused, I asked why. That's when he proceeded to break up with me and tell me that he only used me for my legal contacts to get his warrants taken care of. It completely broke my heart. I got the last laugh though because the following week I found out he got another ticket the day after Valentine's. Yeah, that's
so
karma.
stupid. That's crazy.
God damn. Okay.
Also, I don't really understand how people date someone for the sole, like, reason of using them for a specific thing. Because also, wouldn't that get very tiring and draining if you're with someone that you don't even really like? And it feels like surely they're just doing this performance that they have to like consistently keep up with.
Sorry, finish that sentence again.
Like, you know how you hear people like dating someone to use them for a specific thing.
Mm.
And then I'm saying I don't, like, some people would date people that use them for their money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wouldn't that be like tiring and draining, like dating someone that you don't actually like? And you just have to like keep up this. Not to mention it's also obviously a cruel thing to do, but
yeah,
it also,
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would 100% agree. But I mean, like, look, if you're dating them because like
I just can't pretend to like someone though.
Good at certain things. I imagine that's not very draining. I imagine that probably is pretty nice. I'm gonna shut up now.
She's talking about those still samples.
Digging a hole.
Again, happy Valentine's Day. So now we're up to the advice segment. Usually we would ask our friends, but we don't have any. So
we are all that we have, okay?
So we've asked the people over Reddit. I accidentally had my baby in my friend's car. Now her husband and she don't want to speak to me. Okay, actually, Karen, it's now her and... Oh, fuck. Excuse me? Is that correct English? Now and her and she husband. Now her
I
and her
accidentally
husband.
had my baby in my friend's car. Yeah, now her husband and she, I would say her husband and her, don't want to speak to me. That seems ridiculous, man. She can't control when she has a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely incorrect English, by the way. I agree with you. We could be wrong.
Let me start again. I accidentally had my baby in my friend's car. Now her husband and her don't want to speak to me. How do I fix this? I'm very aware this sounds ridiculous, but I'm so tired of worrying about this. I need some outside perspective. This all happened almost 2 weeks ago. I was almost 38 weeks pregnant. My partner left for an afternoon to help out her brother, and my friend Alice offered to come spend the day with me so I wasn't alone. We just watched some movies and hung out. And even though I was so uncomfortable throughout the day, I didn't consider I might actually be going into labor. At some point, we did realize this was the real deal, and I called my wife. We considered waiting until she got back, but things started to get real very fast, and I asked Alice to drive me to the hospital. In parentheses, she was fine with this, I think. We didn't fully make it to the hospital, and I ended up having my daughter in her husband's car. We're both fine, luckily. I had a few complications which are now okay. This story's boring the fuck out of me. Blah, 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 blah. Had my baby in the car. My wife is having a hard time having missed her birth. Things have been really messed up with Alice and her husband though, and I don't know how to solve it. 2 days after all that happened, I sent her a message thanking her again for everything she had done and to send me a bill for having the car cleaned. I didn't even think about like the aftermath of having a baby in a car. But it's
you know what she needs to do to like solve the problem? Get some new friends.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I told my friend if my friend just said I had a baby in your car, I wouldn't give a shit about the car.
I get it.
Like,
and the thing is, she's offering to pay to like get it professionally cleaned, obviously. So she's still doing the right thing. Yeah. Like she can't control when she has the baby, and like you obviously wanted to be there for the birth, which is why you drove her. Yeah. Like you should be happy that you were there.
And also the fact that you just pushed a child out of yourself, and your friend is giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
For something you can't control.
No, thank you. She's already having to like breastfeed and like be up all night listening to a crying baby.
So she messaged her, told her, sent her the bill for having the car cleaned. She didn't reply for a while and in the end just liked the message. That would set me over. Yeah. I've messaged her a few times since and she hasn't replied. And her husband sent me a message saying not to message her and congrats on the baby, but thanks for fucking up his car.
Oh my gosh, people grow up. These people are like 32 years old, by the way.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say the ages, but they're like 35. I feel so lost, and please don't get me wrong. Of course, my priority is with my little family right now, but this does keep crossing my mind. Aww. Her husband and I never were the closest. I don't love how he speaks to her sometimes, but still we're friendly. Okay, so obviously the husband is like the one with the issue. Okay, what is our... Well, yeah, I agree with you. The advice is just to get a new friend.
Yeah, 100%.
And yeah.
I would. I'm sorry, but that's, like, not someone you need in your life. Especially at the age of, like, past the age of 30. Like, you don't need to be, like... It sucks that she would have to, like, go and remove someone from her life at that age. But, you know, do what you gotta do to be happy, right?
Yeah. And, like, I think that what's happened here... I'm going to go real Dr. Phil on this shit, but I think what's happened here is the husband is actually the one with the issue, because he was the one that was a dick, and the friend said that the husband treats her poorly sometimes, so I reckon he's the one with the issue, and it's getting into the girl's head, being like, I'm really upset, blah, 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 and the other girl doesn't know what to do, so she's just, like, not messaging her, which is not okay.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, I would also say get a new friend.
Ooh, okay.
Juicy one.
Quite juicy. How to shut down another woman's, 30 female, obsession with my husband, 28 male, and his sister, 22 female.
So someone's got an obsession with her husband and his sister?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, my husband, James, moved to... this state when he was maybe 10 years old. His family has always attended the same church here where he met Alice, 30 female. They were typical church friends. Friends is the word I was trying to say just then. Alice at some point developed a crush on James. He didn't consider it a big deal as he was never attracted to her. He just went about his business and dated other people as a teen. Alice asked James to her senior prom, and thinking they were going as friends, he went with her and was determined to give her a proper platonic prom experience and many photos. Slow dance, this will be important later, and just being a gentleman to her. No after party or anything.
Every girl's dream for a proper platonic prom experience.
I know. Look, to be honest, I probably would have loved that. James and I started dating when he was 19. His family was attending church 3 times a week, and I was just happy to be around
3 is a lot.
So, yeah, 3 times a week. I suppose they were probably at that age doing like a youth group and stuff like that.
True, yeah.
I was happy to be around him, so I went occasionally too and met Alice. She, James, and I sat together, ate together. I was happy to talk to her while at church. Problems start to arise when I began tagging along on church excursions. She made a pattern of lying to her parents and other church members that I was excluding her and telling her she could be around James. She went so far as to get lost in an amusement park for hours only to be found wandering alone and blaming me. Alice's mother chewed me out the next morning for excluding her daughter, disrespecting the church and God, etc. I distanced myself from James' church at this point. I was around 24 years old then. Over and over again, Becca would tell James and I that Alice would lecture her about her clothes, her hair, her too dainty and meaningful tattoos.
Oh my gosh, she sounds so controlling.
James and I got married 2 years ago. I refused to have Alice's parents or her at our wedding. James has not attended church since. Completely his choice. Valid. I actually have visited other churches in that time, but James is not comfortable coming. Becca still attends the family church and runs a soundboard and virtual broadcast. Becca came over yesterday and told us that last weekend she was running the electronics during the sermon when Alice, who is back in town for now, sits next to her and starts up about James. Goodness me, girl, let it go.
Yeah,
it's been a long time.
And the man is married.
How it's a shame he cut off his girlfriends when he got married, but she's not surprised. How the whole church wishes James had married her instead of me. She then recapped her senior prom to Becca, especially the slow dance and how James almost leaned in for a kiss.
But he didn't.
Then she asked, don't you wish he'd married me instead too? Becca responded, I mean, I like the sister-in-law. I don't even remember what else she told us Alice said, because at this point I'm thinking Alice needs a serious talking to. Yeah, really. Becca's boyfriend suggested that James should be the one to sit down with Alice or FaceTime her and tell her she needs to move on. I told James he shouldn't text Alice this because she'll probably think I wrote it. Everyone agrees James needs a witness for this conversation because...
A witness?
Yeah, because if she's this delusional and a known liar, she might even accuse James of yelling at her or something crazier.
Oh, yeah.
Fair. I think the witness should be Becca, and maybe she can set some boundaries with Alice for herself too. Becca told me it's nothing personal against me, and I know she's right. I still have human emotions about this, and I'm mildly disappointed. I can't get involved or even eavesdrop because I find Alice's obsession entertaining, to be honest. I never did anything to her, and frankly, I'm embarrassed for her. Honestly, same. James and I haven't seen her in years, but I feel really sorry for Becca, who will have to continue being around her at the church. Any advice on what James and Becca can say to Alice?
You are the biggest fucking loser. I love hitting a you're a loser.
Yeah, she clearly never matured. And she clearly has an obsession with this person. And she just needs to accept that it's just not going to happen. And if she can't accept that, then maybe she needs to be medicated. Like, honestly. Because this type of obsession is, like, so not okay.
That's kind of like, dabbling into, like...
Stalker.
Yeah, and
like,
also...
It's on the verge of, like, becoming that.
Yeah, and, like, very delusional as well. Like, he belongs with me, like, everyone thinks he should be with me.
Yeah, and no one thinks that.
Yeah.
Okay, what have people said underneath? And I can only see one here. As hard as it is, my suggestion is to ignore her. I don't think it will really matter to her reality, whatever is said and whoever says that.
Yeah.
Fair. I think the only person who should really say anything would be Becca, because she's the one who has to put up with her at the church. Unless she just wants to find a new church. She could come to the church that you go to.
Yeah. But also, like, why? Okay, this is a take, but why hasn't James put a stop to it? I think that some guys actually kind of like the validation of another girl wanting them. So a lot of guys actually have a female friend that they know secretly likes them, and they might not like them to the extent, like, it doesn't sound like he likes his other girl, but he
likes the validation.
Yeah, probably likes the fact that she likes him, and that's why he hasn't done anything. Because he should be like, hey, I know I don't like you, this is never going to happen, leave me alone. But he hasn't, apparently.
Yeah, which maybe he should have, but I actually think that it's too late to do that now, because she might take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
She might be like, she might think that, he's just being told to say this. Either that, or like they said, she could say something like, he, abused me and yelled at me and blah, blah, blah. And, like, I just think the only person that really needs to be having a conversation with her is Becca. And if it turns into more, then maybe go to the police, because it is borderline stalker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
crazy.
Yeah. Stop that, man.
Okay, I want to go through a couple of these because it's crazy. 2 of these, I think we can answer them with one word.
Okay.
Like this one.
Alright.
Am I the arsehole for telling my boyfriend's female best friend that she can't sleep in his bed? No.
No. Absolutely not. I don't even need the story for that.
Am I the arsehole for wanting to be appreciated and acknowledged by my girlfriend? No.
No.
This one's wild, so I want to read it out.
Oh, God.
Would I be the arsehole if I broke up with my boyfriend because his friends got me... Oh, sorry. Fuck my life. Would I be the arsehole if I broke up with my boyfriend because his friends got him a me-shaped pinata? As in, they got her boyfriend a pinata shaped like her.
That's messed up. I hate my girlfriend final boss. Like, just say you hate her.
Just say you hate her.
Like, just break up with her, man. Like, honestly, if your friends think that you hate her that much that you want to beat the crap out of a her-shaped pinata, then you probably shouldn't be with her.
No notes. Everything she said.
Yeah.
I, female, and my boyfriend... I, 22 female, and my boyfriend, Matt, 22, male, have been together for a year and 8 months. Matt and I go to different universities in neighboring cities. About a 45-minute drive. Matt is in a fraternity.
Ugh.
We can stop reading there. It was Matt's
That's
birthday.
everything we need to know.
It was Matt's birthday on Friday, and him and I went out to dinner to celebrate. After dinner, I went back to my uni since I live on campus. The next evening, I was on Instagram, and I clicked on one of our mutual friends' private story, and I saw Matt and a bunch of his friends hitting and stomping on a pinata. Stomping would have sent me.
Are you insane?
Stomping's crazy.
Stomping is crazy.
So wait, so I don't get it. So her and Matt, well, I'm trying to get the logistics. Her and Matt went to dinner, and then she didn't go to this party.
Okay, that is also weird.
That is also weird.
Like, that's yeah. The fact that she wasn't invited is, like, a bit weird. Like, it's not a Bucks party, guys. It's his birthday. Alright, you can calm down.
That is strange. By clicking through more of the stories, I figured out it must have been a surprise party for Matt, since he had told me his only birthday plans were dinner with me.
So not only does he hate his girlfriend, but he's also just a liar.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Unless they literally didn't invite her. But then wouldn't you ring her and be like, hey, my friends are throwing...
Yeah, and
I reckon
she
you didn't
showed up
tell
and
her.
literally him and all of his friends were stomping on her face in a pinata.
Yeah. Oh no, she saw it on her friend's private story on Instagram. That makes
So
it
her
worse.
friend was invited, but she wasn't.
Yeah, one of our mutual friends.
Interesting.
On the last side of the Instagram story, I got a close-up of the pinata and it looked exactly like me. From the hair color to the skin color, even down to my septum piercing. Not the piercing. There was no doubt that it was me.
Haha. This is what it is. He's a frat boy dating an old girl.
He's a frat boy dating an old
Yeah,
girl.
he's basically, he actually hates her, but he's fetishizing her.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
dated guys before, and at first they're like, you're pretty, and then they're
like, oh my god, you're crazy.
yeah, and they're like, oh, you're so weird, and I'm like, have I not been weird since the moment you fucking met me?
I'm like, dude.
You knew this about me when
Yeah,
you met me.
I actually, to be fair, the last guy that I dated, literally at the beginning of our, like, literally on our first date, I think, I was speaking about how I really wanted rats, and he was like, yeah, you give off rat vibes. And I was like, what does that mean? He was like, I don't know, you just give off, like, rat girl. And I was like, again, please explain. And he just
Rat
would
girl's
not give me
crazy.
an explanation. He was like, you just give off rat girl vibes. And I was like, I mean, I kind of get it, but, like, you can't say that to me.
You give a rat. There was no doubt that it was me. I was really confused and I screen recorded the stories and I messaged a friend who posted the story. I asked her if that was me as the pinata and she left me on red and removed me from the close friend story. I'd be going in there with a machine gun and fucking shooting the place up. This just confirmed my suspicions. The next day I texted him and asked how his party went and he acted confused and said he never had a party.
Excuse you.
I'm glad we're ending on this one because this is wild, this is juicy.
You know what? No, I can't say that. We'll get cancelled.
I was confused as to why he was lying to me. I told him I saw it on mutual friend's private story and then he completely stopped answering. An hour later, he answered. Men are so dumb. It takes you an hour to think of a better story. Sorry. Sorry. An hour later, he answered and said, yeah, the guys threw me a surprise birthday party. It's frat tradition not to talk about it though. I hate frat guys with every bone in my fucking body. I'm so glad that I'm not American. That's when I asked him about the me-shaped pinata, and I sent him the video of him and his friends destroying it. He told me that it was not me. It was just a random pinata the guys had found. I told him to stop lying to me and that it was obviously me. Yes, girl, do not let him gaslight you. I told him how hurt I was and that he would allow his friends to do something like that, and all he could answer was that they would kick him out of the frat if he didn't accept it. Grow a fucking pair of balls. Why don't you just date your fucking frat friends then, idiot? Sorry, this actually made me angry. I also brought up...
That's about to explode.
I also brought up how if his frat had thrown him a surprise party, why wasn't I invited? I was only like 45 minutes away. I knew it wasn't because it was only... What? I knew it wasn't only guys because the mutual friend who had posted on the story was a girl who goes to his university.
That makes it even worse.
Yeah, I'd be livid. And I saw in the story there were multiple girls there. He stopped answering me and hasn't since. It's been a day with no contact. I'm honestly considering breaking up with him over this. Yes, girl.
What do you mean considering? I would have already come to that conclusion by now.
Break up. I've caught him in lies before, but this is just too much. The video of him and his friends stomping the piñata was just so disturbing, and to find out that my face was on it. We were planning on moving in together after graduation. You dodged the biggest fucking bullet, girl. You dodged a train. But honestly, I don't know anymore. Would I be the arsehole if I broke up with them over this? Obviously not.
No.
No, it's obviously not.
Yeah.
That was a good one to end
God
on.
damn. Okay.
Yeah.
That was a wild ride. Yeah, there was a lot wrong with that.
There was a lot wrong with that. Type shit.
And this is why women are becoming lesbians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yeah, maybe next time we're gonna actually watch maths after this. So maybe next time we could talk a little bit about maths.
Yeah.
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 But a drama, apparently this year is supposed to be like one of the worst behaved seasons ever.
I've never seen it, so I'm very excited.
You've never watched maths?
I've never seen it. Married at First Sight. Olivia
My
was
dear
introducing
God.
me. I know.
You will love it.
I'm very excited. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry this was a little bit rough and thrown together. Like I said, we're extremely hungover and we're trying our best. And yeah, that's all we have for you guys today. But like I said, we just filmed 3 episodes and they'll be coming fortnightly. The next one we're gonna post probably like straight after this as like an apology for this episode.
Yeah.
But then yeah, after that it'll be a lot more consistent. And yeah, we're here for it. 2026. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks for watching.